You know, I done seen and heard some stuff in my day, but this is just out of control. You know how you know somebody? I mean, know them well. Know them like, you know them like they're a sibling, like a brother or a sister. In this case, a brother. And you just know what type of person he is. Been knowing them for 3 decades plus. I'm talking about that deep. And you just know what type of energy they bring. You know they ups, they downs, they weaknesses, they goods, they bads, or whatever. But overall, they a solid person. They kind-hearted. They give. When you ask them to listen, they actually listen. When you need them to be there, they actually there for you. They don't stab you in the back. They don't talk behind your back. And not just with you, with other people. Because people could be away with you, but they could be a bastard to other people. No, I'm talking like they like this with anybody they consider a friend, associate, or what have you. And then you see that person go through something that is just like, wait, him? This person? How? Where did that go left? Oh, it had to be the other person because he. And that's what I'm seeing. I recently got some shocking news about a friend of mine. Like I said, we go back 3 decades plus. And he getting divorced. Now, mind you, this already been in the works for quite some time. But I heard the news after the fact. And it's just another reason why I think nice guys finish last. Nice guys finish last, no matter what. You know, I used to hear that saying, and I believed it to a certain point because in my years being on this great world of ours, I've seen behavior with just dealing with people, just socializing, or dealing with people on a intimate level. And you just hear things and you see things and you like, yeah, there's some truth to that. But I never thought that it was the end all be all. I never thought, yeah, this is concrete, set in stone. Nice guys finish last. I mean, we talk about a guy, my friend, and I'm not going to put his name out there for obvious reasons. One of the best guys you're going to come across. I mean, he has no hate for anything or anybody. Now, don't get me wrong. People get divorced for various reasons. Various, obviously. It don't always have to be infidelity. It don't always have to be finance. It don't always have to be obligation. It could be a lot of reasons why people grow apart. Obviously, people grow apart. I believe in that. People do grow apart. But when you sign your name on that dotted line and you give somebody your last name, just in my eyes, that should be set in stone. It should be. And we obviously know that it ain't always like that. Especially now, it's at an all-time high with these divorces and just people not getting married in general. I don't think I'm breaking no news with that. But it's just the reason why, like I said, nice guys finish last. Because when I say it came out of nowhere, it came out of nowhere. I mean, I'm still shocked. And I heard the news maybe a few months ago. Like, it's been a while. But this is my first time talking on it in this type of setting. it's just crazy. And men, we not gonna make this a full-blown man-woman thing, because like I said, I don't know the ins and outs. One thing about me, I don't try to act like I know the facts and I'm a detective and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. It had to be this and making all type of acquisitions, because I'm not in that man's home. I'm a friend. I'm looking from the outside in like everybody else. But when you know a person, you know a person. I mean, when you know a person, you know a person. And I ain't talking about no 12 years. I ain't talking about no 8 years. Shit, I ain't talking about 20 years. We talking about a 33-year friendship. So it's like, what is going on? This shit is at an all-time high with these irreconcilable differences and gender wars and the battle of the genders and man versus woman. It's crazy, because anytime, he was always the type of guy that me and my homies that knew him would look back on and we'd be like, yeah, he's a good one. Oh no, we know he's straight, because he ain't even about half of the shit that we was into. He was a regular guy. He's a regular guy, don't get me wrong. But he's not into the fuckery. He's not into the hanging out. Well, I'm not. I mean, I grew up, but I'm talking in our 20s and our teens and he wasn't into that. Have a drink with you, watch a game with you, you know, regular man shit. But all that hanging out and now let's go to this place and let's, no. So it's like, would give you the shirt off his back. So I can only imagine what you would do for your wife. Or ex-wife at this point. Like I said, it's very demonic out here with this battle of the sexes, relationships, dating. I'm glad I don't have no part in it. I see what I see and I hear what I hear, but but what I am going to do is spread the word, spread the message to people. Men, y'all gotta court and vet better, because anytime you prepared to walk down the aisle with a woman, you should know everything. You should know her ins, her outs, her ticks, what makes her like anything. Because this is crazy. This is good men, or a good man in this case. And this ain't something like the way it was explained to me. This ain't something he want. This is something she want. He's devastated over it, or was devastated over it. It's like I said, it's been in the works for a while. Maybe he's over it now. But this is bad. Y'all, man, gotta stop with the Mr. Nice Guy thing. I'm sorry to put it like that. And I'm not saying go out here and be a bastard, because you ain't gonna get far being mean to women either. You just not. It's one of the things that you made with. That's the best way I could put it. If you made to be a nice guy, and you made to be walked all over and cater and bow to women, or just people in general. Some people is just pushovers. Then it's going to be a little harder for you to relate to this video, because you were made like that. And there's nothing wrong with being a kind-hearted person. We need more of those, believe it or not. We need more kind-hearted people, and people that have a conscience and a soul and a heart. We do. So I'm not saying walk around being this Mr. Angry Man, because that's just doing too much. Fuck a relationship or a wife. It's doing too much in society. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you're on the cusp of that nice guy versus, I ain't gonna say bad guy, but just stand-up guy, then I think you could be pushed over to the stand-up guy more than the nice guy, because the nice guys is losing. I'm sorry to break it to you gentlemen out there that's like, we are? Because you consider yourself a nice guy, okay? You know, and don't get me wrong, I consider myself a nice guy. But probably in a different lane. I'm not going back and forth with no woman. Now, the little kiki, kaka, little bullshit play around back and forth, obviously. We all like to joke, we all like to pick, and you know, that's just being in a relationship. That's healthy. That's little jabs at each other, but when it's about something moral or something that holds weight, I'm not going back and forth with you. And a lot of these men, they call them sassy, but that's some word women made up to get the men. We don't care about that. But I ain't gonna call it sassy, but it's beneath you to even go back and forth with a woman. If she's your woman, we're not going back and forth. I'm not even gonna argue with you. And obviously, it takes years of seasoning and going through things to get to that point. When you're young and you don't know much and you just out there doing whatever, obviously, it ain't even on that level for some young men. But for me, it's damn near a requirement. We're not gonna go back and forth. Now, like I said, we playing, we poking fun at each other. Obviously, I'm all for a good laugh. I love the laughs. It's very healthy, I might add. But I'm not going back and forth with no one. If this is what this is, like I always said, you get with my program. You get, like, once it's at that point where y'all are an established couple, she should already know your program is the end all be all. You want me to lead? Well, then follow. Now, don't get that mistaken with demeaning your woman or I'm above you. No, we on the same level, but just know I'm carrying this torch. I'm not going to go back and forth with you. It's going to be my program, not yours. You can put your input on things. Obviously, I always got an open ear to whatever, especially if you got one of them smart women that actually got a brain. They the ones you need to be going for anyway. The dippy ones ain't, I ain't gonna go there. When I say stop being nice, I literally mean for one, half of you guys say yes to everything. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know where y'all get that from, what that's about. Like I said, some men are just born nice. They just born to cater and okay things and go along. You do that with a woman, that is your worst nightmare. Because it's always going to be more. It's always going to be more and more and more and more and more. And another reason why I'm saying stop being nice is simply the fact that they don't even want it. How about that? You ever think of that? Your average woman don't want no man that's going to say yes to everything. Let's keep it real. Now, she's going to take that because she's benefit from it. So she'll be like, average woman, oh, he says yes to everything. He panders to me. He puts me up on this pedestal. I'll take it, but this ain't the end all be all. I could get better. I could do better than this nice ass guy, which sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. I never met a woman that wanted me to say, like, whether she wanted it or not, it wasn't happening. But I never met a woman that wanted me to say yes to everything. Even if she get mad, I don't give a fuck. That shit come full circles. It is what it is. Like I said, I cannot put this out here without prefacing, I'm not saying be a bad person. Because people like to take parts of my videos, or not just mine, people in general. I ain't gonna put myself up there, and they run with a narrative. Like, damn, you telling motherfuckers not to be. I'm saying, be a nice person overall. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know, relationship-wise, marriage-wise, nice guys finish last. Because you always going to be looked down on. Some of you guys don't set boundaries. Y'all just have no boundaries. It's like anything goes. You can say what you want. You can do what you want. You can show up to whatever you want. No, you got to listen. This ain't gonna be tolerated. And as far as the whole back and forth thing, like I said, these is grown ass women. They're gonna get out of line from time to time. But you should only have to tell her one time to not. It shouldn't be a whole. You should only have to tell her one time what's expected of her. And if it's on the surface and she rock with it, that's all it's gonna be. Is one time. It ain't gonna be a big back and forth. Oh, babe, I told you about that. Or I get it. Every relationship is different. Every situation is different. This don't pertain to every little detail of life, obviously. Every little detail of your relationship. There's gonna be times where a healthy back and forth is pertinent for that situation. So y'all don't take words and just put them out there. Obviously, things is within your life is going to happen where you have to have a rebuttal, a reaction for an action type of thing. Cool. But all that we bickering, we going back and forth all day, every day over shit that is right, that we both know is a foundation that we should be on. Fuck we going back and forth for? Why I gotta keep having this conversation with you? I'm not doing it. Like I said, I'm telling them one time and that's it. That's it. Some of you guys like to groom women. Y'all like to groom these women and mold them into what y'all want. You can't do that with really no woman. I mean, obviously you can build a woman up into something that she wasn't when y'all met. That's just life. And women say the same thing about us all the time. If anything, they say it more. Women love building a man into which I don't understand, because I can never be built. I can never be put together to something to appease somebody. This is me. There's things I could compromise on. Obviously, there's things I could change. I'm getting older. I'm not going to always do the foolish things I did in my past. So that's just growing up. That's just manifesting into a gentleman, an older man. We all grow. But y'all be, oh yeah, no, she'll be all right. I'm just going to, some of these bitches is untamable. They tameable for a week. And then they revert back to whatever they are. They tameable for a month sometimes. And then they revert back to who they are. I always believed in, when a person show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. Oh man, such happened. I told her about that, but it's cool though. I know she, I got something for her though. I'm gonna let her know, cause this ain't, nah. If a person show you they disrespectful, believe that they disrespectful. And this ain't just with women, this is with life. We just using this for this video. When she show you that she's no good, believe that she's no fucking good. I don't think that's asking for too much. It's called playing your hand. Once somebody play their hand and let you know what cards they fucking with, they dealing with, you got the oh, I see what you about. Y'all some of y'all, not all of y'all, because I see a transition with this one. But a lot of men are so hell-bent on keeping the woman. Hey, look, that's your girl, bro. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to hold on to your woman. But so desperately, when she's showing you and giving you reasons that she don't want to be kept, man, I'm quick to listen. I'm not regular things, everyday life things, because nobody's gonna be perfect. I could deal with. I'm rock solid when it come to life. I'm one of the most understanding people that I know. Very understanding. But when it's something that we both know ain't, listen, I can't condone it. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you one time that that's what it's gonna be, and I don't expect it to happen. I don't expect it to happen again. Not on that level where we arguing or we talking about something you should already know. That's that nice guy shit. That's that nice guy shit. It ain't winning, gentlemen. You're not winning. Obviously, do things for your woman. Take her out. Give her compliments when it's warranted, not just because you forced. Go out to dinner. Go out for karaoke. We all grown. Like, I'm talking to my grown man. I ain't talking about no YNs or guys with skinny necks that didn't even transform into what they really are yet. Because some of y'all is shit probably ahead of the game. Because y'all got things like this in social media and people giving y'all game all day long. But for us men that's already in our prime, already done been through the ringer, 35, 40, 45 years old, come on. That nice guy shit ain't getting you nowhere, and you know it. To keep a woman, I want to keep her. Listen, and I get it, and I know what love is, and I know how it feels, and I know when you want somebody so much and you want them to stick around, you want it to work. I get it. I'm not over here preaching no BS like I know what it is. But at what regard? Like, it gotta be a string somewhere where a line that you can't step across if you want that woman to respect you and know what it is. You got to. Can't try to change a woman. Once she show you who she is, that's it. That's it. Y'all meeting these women that's bragging about options. That should be a red flag right there. I'm talking about when you meet a woman. Let's say you meet a woman, y'all been talking for maybe a week or 2 weeks, and whatever the case may be, the conversation go a little left, where y'all might be on a little back and forth or whatever. And she talk about, well, I got options. Bitch, that's supposed to be a flex. That's supposed to be a flex. Because y'all all got options. These motherfuckers walking around here looking like sharks and baboons. And they got options. Niggas will fuck anything. Niggas will fuck anything. If we being real. Not every nigga. Some guys have, like, whoa, I got standards. This joint, I ain't. But your average woman, I wouldn't call them options. They have people that wouldn't mind fucking them. An option is somebody that wouldn't be with you. Y'all dealing with these chicks talking crazy like that. Oh, I got options. Sooner, I'm gonna put me in your body. Let me meet a chick and she hit me with that option shit. Antennas way off. Antennas going off. Because that shouldn't even be a thing. That's not a flex. If anything, it's telling me that you a whore. It's telling me that you put men in the rotation. And dating is it's all subjective. Let's be real. When you dating, obviously you trying to filter out. That's just life. I'm not talking like that. I'm talking about y'all deal with a lot of these women that's walking around saying things like this, and y'all take it as, oh man, I gotta step my game up. She got options. No, I look at you like a slut, damn near borderline. And I use that term loosely, but obviously, I mean, it is what it is. For you to sit here, first of all, for you to be that delusional and say that, like that's not a flex. That's not nothing to be proud of. Every woman has people that wouldn't mind fucking them. It's just part of it. Who's going to be with you, though? Show me the guys that's lined up that's willing to be with you. That's a flex. That's a flex and a half. And even if let's say that was a thing, she did have men that was, but you still put yourself on the short end of the stick, because that shouldn't even be something that you bring out to a supposing guy that you trying to vet. He don't want to hear about the other men that you could have. Like that's so it's like a real guy ain't going for that. Stop with the Mr. Nice Guy stuff. Because it's not even a thing where it's like, well, because they don't want it. They want it for the short term because they benefiting off of it. So they're like, I'm benefiting off of it. Sure, I'll take this nice ass, simp ass fella. Sure, for a little while. This shit ain't gonna last that long. As soon as he tell me he got fired from his job, is a wrap. As soon as he get on my nerves enough, is a wrap. You on the short end. That's what I'm saying. Even if it's working for the short term, eventually something's gonna go left, and it's gonna be an easy. Oh, I don't know. Well, I guess. Look, I can't. It ain't working. It ain't working out. It ain't you, it's me. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know what they doing. You gotta stop it. Stop condoning bad behavior. Stop telling the chick she right all the time for every little thing. If she right, obviously. But bad behavior, you sitting back. It's all right. No, I know you going. Nah. Oh, whoa. What's this? How you carrying it? Yo, don't even think of no shit like that. Don't even do. You gotta let them know. Because like I said, what I've heard from this one, I mean, this guy, I wish y'all knew him, because then y'all feel the same way. This ain't just you're running the mill, oh, he's a good guy. No, I look at this guy damn near with like motivation to make me a better guy, a better gentleman, a better man, a better mate. That's what type of like. And I'm like, how she divorced you? Like, what did you like? What? So it's like, it had me to thinking. I'm like, damn, that nice guy finished last shit is a real thing. Now I never had to deal with it because, like I said, I'm not a bad guy, but I wouldn't call myself a nice guy if I'm being real. I have standards. I have boundaries. Not perfect, but I carry myself with respect, and I expect other people to respect me, that I respect, because that shit is earned. It's earned. But I'm no pushover. I'm not saying I'm not. And anybody that knows me or dealt with me or is currently dealing with me knows that. I could be the most happy-go-lucky person you ever gonna meet. Like to laugh, like to bust jokes, very down to earth, very understanding, as I said. So I'm not saying go out here and be a bastard, because you ain't gonna get nothing no way doing that. You might be better off being a nice guy if you just want to go out here being evil and mean to the world. That's not gonna get you nowhere either. These guys walking around with got angry man syndrome. They ain't getting it either. But have a backbone and have some type of wherewithal with what you expect and what you come to terms with in your life. Because once you walk down the aisle with them, just ask my homie. It gets real. I can't speak on it personally. I've never been married in my life. But, like I said, we got to get back to it, gentlemen. We can't just sit back and let it be just because you love them. Just because you can't see yourself without them and all this old Cinderella Disney fairy tale bullshit. Or just because you see on the web that this is the way, well, this is how you keep a woman. You know, you keep them. No. I don't subscribe to no shit like that. I'm not with that. Because what are you doing? What about your self-respect? What about looking yourself in the mirror? Right? Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. The moral factor. You don't condone it, but you letting it happen just because you love her and she's so cute when she smiles, or she got nice dimples, or her eyes are so light brown. Man, listen. Her body is so curvy, and her, whatever the case may be. Trust me, I'm a man, I know. But it ain't that deep to the point where you, like, I'm going to just settle for it. I wouldn't usually deal with that, but that's my girl. That's my, no. You selling yourself short. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. Yes to everything. No type of backbone, no nothing. Y'all guys are finishing last, and I want to bring awareness to it. Because once that shit hit me with my homie, I said, anybody can get divorced. That's how bad. That's how defiant it was that I knew. I said they going to be together forever. At least on his end. On his end, I'm like, ain't no way, ain't nothing funny happening with him. He too kind of a person. But a lot of these women is what they call it, woke. They woke, all right. They woke to some BS. And us as men, we gotta open up our eyes and see it. I ain't gonna talk y'all heads off too much. This video went a little longer than I expected, but we're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to it, gentlemen. One day at a time with this. I'm seeing too many good men in shambles over women. It ain't that deep, man. There's too many out here. There's too many out here. And I'm not saying go out here and be this gigolo, or go out here and be this pimp, or go out here and start being a womanizer. That's not it either. That's not it. That's not the message. It's about knowing what you're capable of, dealing with. And she out there. You'll find her. But putting up with that shit, that other, y'all know what that bullshit, that ain't it either. Salute. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.